Hello and welcome to Mr. A's Maths Today. Here is today's question. Give this a go. Pause the video when you're ready. So today we're looking at solving simultaneous equations where one is a quadratic. We can tell this is a quadratic because of this x squared. But it's really helpful that they said y equals this and y also equals this. This means these have to be equal to each other. So x squared has to be equal to 2x plus 15. I'm going to rearrange this. I'm going to get it all onto one side because I want it looking like a familiar quadratic. I'll subtract 2x from both sides. I shall subtract 15 from both sides. This should look very familiar. You should have done hundreds of these in school. It's got to be a double bracket because there is no factor common to every term. I just need to get this in the right brackets. It's got to start with an x and an x. I want two numbers that multiply to this, sum to that. So I want my pair of numbers to sum to -2, but they need to multiply to -15. With a little bit of thought, you'll realise that it's 3 and 5. I just need to pick the correct signs now. If we want -2 and I'm adding them, let's do -5, +3. 3 take away 5 will give you -2. 3 times -5 will give you -15. Let's pop these in. X plus 3, x subtract 5. What would make this bracket 0 is when x equals -3. What makes this bracket 0? X equals 5. I've got two things that are multiplied together. We don't write that multiplication in, but these two things are multiplied together. If two things multiplied together equals 0, one has to be 0. So we've got this or this. Halfway there, we're more than halfway there. I just need to find my y values now. When x is -3, -3 squared is 9. When x is 5, 5 squared is 25. You need to make it very clear in the exam which pair go together. So I'm going to put it on a separate line. I'm going to say, so, x equals -3, y equals 9, or x equals 5, y equals 25. You should always check your answer. I would leave it till the end of the exam if I've got time, and I will go back and check. I used this equation to calculate these y values, so I'm going to substitute back into this one, check that it still remains true. So I've got, let me see, when x equals -3, 2 times -3 is -6, add 15, which equals 9. So I know that this pair works. I know this pair works. Let's try this pair when x equals 5. When x equals 5, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 15 equals 25, equals 25. So I know I've definitely got this question correct, and there is my answer. So this is tough. This is going to be towards the back of the paper. 5 marks, but there's some easy marks to be had. Just putting them equal to each other will probably get you that first mark. So even if you can't get much further than that, it's worth doing. Rearranging it will probably get you another mark. Factorising will probably get you another mark. We should be used to rearranging and factorising at the higher level. So just remember, if this equals something and this equals the same thing, they have to be equal to each other. Hope that helps. Here's one for you to try. Put your answers in the comments. A maths question a day keeps the bad grades at bay. Tune in tomorrow for another maths question. See you soon.